Today I'm going to show you how to create a virtual machine on the Hyper-V Manager. So first of all, on Windows Server 2012, we open the Hyper-V Manager. I have pinned it to the taskbar. Otherwise, you can go to Tools and then Hyper-V Manager. The name of my server is DC01, so I right click, I click New, click Virtual Machine. Alright, so we have to read this instruction before we begin. And afterward, we have to pick the name of virtual machine. Let's say I give this machine Windows 2012 core. _1. Now I click next. We better select the generation 2 if we are not using the PXE boot in this Hyper-V virtual machine. Then we can use generation 1, but I will be using PXE boot, so I have clicked generation 2. Virtual memory, I'm gonna assign 2 gig of virtual memory. Make sure that you use the dynamic memory for virtual machine, so it doesn't take that chunk of the memory to gig, so it can just, whenever the virtual machine is not using that memory, it can be accommodated to some other processes. So I'll use this one, and later we can increase and decrease the memory too when the virtual machine is created. I have created a virtual switch, or if you haven't created, so you can create a new virtual switch. So I will pick the one I have created. Next, it will make a VHDX with the same name I have created and start, a virtual hard drive, and I'll specify the size of this hard drive, 50 gig. It will save to this location, that is the default one. I'm okay with that. Otherwise, if you like to save it to some other place, you can do so. Go ahead and click next. So it's up to you if you want to create the virtual machine and install the operating system later, or if you want to install the operating system from a bootable image file, which I have stored on my D drive, the ISO image, which I will do. I will pick from the D drive, and then I will click next, and I'll finish. Now it will create the virtual machine, and it will start the installation of Windows 2012 server, and then I have to pick the option of whether I'm installing the server core or I'm installing a full version of Windows Server 2012. There we go. The installation started. From this point onward, it will give me an option of selecting language, time and currency format, which is United States, keyboard or input method. I'll leave the default as US. I'll pick next and then install now. Now it will give me an option of list of options that whether I want to install the data center version, server core, server with GUI. Since I have named it as 2012 core, I'm installing a server core. I will pick the data center evaluation server core installation. If I pick that, if I need to do a server with a GUI, then later I can change it. I can use the PowerShell command to change it from the server core to a server GUI. I'll pick next. I accept. Next. Custom installation, that's the 50 gig I have allocated. I'll pick next. It will take a little time to do installation. I'll let it complete its process. So from this point onward, with the magic of editing, I will speed up this process till the setup completes, and I'll get back. Right, so the Hyper-V machine have completed setup. Now it's asking for the admin password, which we will set up now. And it's supposed to load the command prompt. And here we go. So Windows 2012 Server Core is installed. And now from this point onward, you can just apply commands, and the basic setup is you can use sconfig, which is a little menu where you can set up the IP for the servers. For the server, you can bring it to domain. You can enable desktop, and you can shut down a computer, the server. You can restart it, and all the options are available here. So that's it for now. If you like the video, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much.